what's up, y'all? It's Elijah, aka No Bread E, and today I have two very special guests with me. Fellas, first of all, congrats on the project. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
How you doing? It's your boy Javø, feel me? Harlem World.
I'm here. My name's Cheba Lean, I'm from Harlem World as well. Been doing this, the project out now, Fly Baby Fly, my first album. Dame produced it, Javø produced it. I know him as Dame, but his name is Javø, so respect that. Shout out to E for having us here right now to, talk our shit. Do our thing. Praise him, man.
Gotcha.
I always give flowers.
So as every rapper or producer, especially a rap producer combo, like those stories always hit. So my first question for y'all is, what is y'all origin story?
The origin on my end, I'm from Harlem. I was born in Columbia and I was raised around 154th and St. Nick until I was like 4 years old. Moved to my grandmother's crib on the east side in Washington projects, 102nd and 2nd Ave. For 2 years, my mom had to get her life right. Then we moved to Lehman in 99. And then from that point on, I lived on the 6th floor. My man Aunt lived on the 25th floor. And ain't no funny, we saw each other, but then we didn't really know who we were. And then one day I went to there's like a summer camp little program like right across the way in the area, in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And I used to go there after school, you know what I mean? And then they had karate after like the after school. So let's say like the after school finished at 6, and they had like karate like 6:30 to like 8. And then Aunt came in with Sean, his brother. And then like we just chilling out with my cousin. We just sitting there, first time there in the karate class. I see Aunt, I'm like, hey, yo, we from the building. And then we like, yo, what's up? How you doing? It was on some like love, whatever, making jokes about being in karate and all that. I probably didn't see him again for real. To me, like 12, and then we went to Boys and Girls Harbor.
Yes, sir.
And then that's when we got back cool again, because it's like, oh yeah, we from karate. Oh shit, you from the block. It's like, for me, it's like, because you know how it is. When you go to somewhere new, you don't know anybody. You know what I mean? It's like a different age group. You might see somebody, one person you know, but not really. So when I saw Aunt, I just felt like home. Like, okay, cool. Like my man's is here. Friendship just got close from there. Our brotherhood got close, and then you want to go, bro? I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say some shit too, man. I'm gonna continue from where he came from. Let's go. Let's point up here now. Let's come to where we at right now. Me and Dame already been mans. That's my mans. Before the music, we got pictures together. We done things together. The old days of 42nd Street, when he was acting a fool on 42nd Street, doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Going to the old McDonald's, but McDonald's don't exist no more. You know what I'm saying? Like these are real facts. You know what I'm saying? The music came on his own. Dame moved upstate New York. Then Dame one day made this beat. You know what I'm saying? I came to his crib, we choking it up. He like, yo, bro, he said, I ain't know you rap like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Dame came there, you know what I'm saying? He showed me what he got. And I didn't even know Dame was making beats like that. The music just came on later on. Like, you know what I'm saying? The music the friendship was there before the music.
If you ask me if I knew that we were going to do this together, absolutely
never, absolutely not.
I'm telling you now, absolutely not. Like I said, in my mans, like I said, I knew he rapped, but I didn't know he he rapped. He was nice, but like one day he came to my crib, and then I was playing beats, like just showing him shit. He was just freestyling. I'm listening, like, nah, he really alright. Like I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, just go. And I record him. Okay, go ahead. He just in the zone, tell me, and I'm just like, nah, bro, you really nice, bro. And he like, I'm nice too. So we like, fuck it, let's just do some
album shit.
You know what I mean?
How long have y'all been working on this album? And like, what was the conversation that was like, all right, we just gonna do an actual album?
I'll say 2019 for sure. That we worked this out for 2 years. 2 years. Like
2 years.
Like the process was, all right, let's go, let's do it. We had the idea, but then it was like we had each other's lives. He have his life. We go through things, slow down. You feel me? It breaks, but the music process, back up. You know what I mean? The music process though on it is just, me, I was just one day just making beats, right? And I had a feeling like, no, I know, like, Cheba, I know Aunt gonna really like this. Like, so I emailed him, I'm like, yo, and I texted him, check your email. Check your email, I'm rocking. Later on the day, he hit me up like, hey, yo, nah, that's the craziest shit I ever heard, nah. You like, I need this beat. It was Dove Soap, I need this beat. And I'm just like, all right, cool, bro. And then like, we went the next day, like, we recorded, like.
We recorded like maybe I say a week later. I wrote the song. I wrote the song in 2 days.
2 days.
In 2 days, I wrote the song.
Yeah.
In 2 days, I wrote.
That's how you know
song.
it's inspirational.
Yeah, I knew. I felt it the day he sent it to me. I called him like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck is this?" I was in the mood. I was just like, "Yo, I can write something right now. I know I can." And if you realize that most of my shit don't got a chorus, so that was just straight off the dome. Like I just literally put the shit together. And I say that's one of my hardest verses to this day in my heart, personally. I think the way I introduced that song, the way Dame came with that beat, it just was something different. We didn't fuck with that song for 2 years straight. You know what I'm saying? That was the first song we did on the album. That was the first song that was already on the album. That song was fucked with for 2 years. It got mixed like 70 different times, bro. Like I was never satisfied the way it sounded. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is probably the most satisfied I ever sound. And it's like, shout out to Jay, because Jay was like, nah, I hear something in the background of your song that I'm not, you know what I'm saying, that I can't even, like, that you didn't hear. I'm like, you right. I didn't hear that, but now I like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some extra shit that I never heard before that I hear much better now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like we made that? Like, how the fuck that even happened? But it's just.
So it sounds to me like Dove Soap was definitely like the building block. So like sonically and lyrically, can you say like it was built from that? Like you guys knew what kind of sound and what kind of like story I was trying to tell from that? Nah?
Hell no.
So what would you say was the inspiration for the entire project?
I think that I needed to redeem myself. I think that's what it was. I don't even think it was I'm trying to do this or this, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to redeem myself. I stopped rapping, you know what I'm saying? People used to fuck with my shit when I started doing mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? My mixtapes was getting better views than the new shit I do because I feel like the new shit more me. Like, you know, the old shit, it was me trying to be something I wanted to be for the crowd. Like I'm making all this hype music, but it's like, am I hype? Like, no, I'm not that hype, you know what I'm saying? Just like I said, man, Dove Soap just came with a different me. Like, it came with what I wanted to be and who I am already as a human being. Like, I didn't want to lie no more. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to be something stronger and mentally prepared for what I'm about to put myself into. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was standing hard like a soldier when I wrote that. Like, I just felt like that's how I was. I represented East Side for sure. Like, I believe Harlem was happy in my heart that day. Like, when I dropped that, that's how I felt. You know, I made Dame proud. We did a little video thing for it and just worked out. You know what I'm saying? Just worked out. I just felt love behind it.
Like, we never planned on it. Like, I never planned on making a beat ever. We set up shop. And we just like, yo, I load up kits that I bought, whatever. And, yo, he send, I just make it off the rip. Just beats going through mad kits. Like, you make it like, how many beats I make? Like,
yo, he can make like, he easily make like 6-7 beats easily in your face.
And how many
in less than like 2 hours. Like 2 hours, I say 2 hours, sometimes an hour and a half, bro. Cause he really be on his shit. Like, I fall asleep, he's still making beats. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm always looking for sounds. I'm always trying to find just inspiration within, like, you know what I mean? I really like, I don't know, for me, my gift, like, I'm grateful for my ears and hearing, because it's like, I always have this thing where when I listen to music, it's like, I could break everything apart and hear like every detail within the sound of whatever beat it is, music, whatever type of sound it is. I just know how to break it apart. And that's just always been me. So every time we just create, I just hear anything, I just let it vibe, and then when Ant feel it, he just freestyle, and then like he just go off the rip. And I'm like, nah, keep that, use that, because this is gonna go somewhere. Like, we just know, like
Dame just makes the beat, and Dame is focusing on making a beat. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm not even focused on the lyrics. I just think that the beat helps me do something I normally wouldn't do.
Right.
That's how I feel. I feel like he gives me that extra push that I needed. Like, I'm like, all right, I can't write nothing. I'm mind blocked. 10 minutes later, I'm like, all right, bro, I could do something. Like, here we go. And then my story comes to us, my story just comes to life. Like, I'm pulling from my life this slowly and what I believe in God and situations and being, I guess, what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's definitely something I want to ask, because like definitely with all the beats, I noticed like how you killed that shit. First and foremost, like you killed that shit. But you definitely have a talent or a ear for like background samples of instrumentation. You know, there's songs that you just put a horn in and it just pops up one time, and I'm just like, I like that, and it pops up perfectly. So like, how would you say that you go about like just finding the beats, or like just even those little sounds? Because you definitely good with just like finding real quick instruments to just plug in and then just fade out.
Well, appreciate you for, you know what I mean, the love.
Of course.
Like I said, I was saying last time, man, like whatever program I buy, like I just like, like I use an MPC. For everybody, I use an MPC. I don't use FL Studios. I don't use none of that. I don't have a machine. I always been using MPC, and then I use the MPC software to do everything. So everything in the Akai realm, I use. So I bought the programs off there. So whatever's new, they'll let me know, and then I'll read them. And whatever I feel like, okay, I can use that, I'll use it. I'll load it up, and it will come like one program might come with like 60 kits, then one be like 15 kits. You know what I mean? It could be a lot of little, but within those kits, if I buy new programs, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to blend. Let's say, like, for example, a program is like lo-fi sound, and then another one is like futuristic sounds. I just use both of them, and then I'm like, okay, this look go fire with this beat low key. And then Amp be like, he be the one low key that be peeping the sounds like, oh, I like that. Put that in there. And then I'll listen to it. And like I said, the timing, I just know the timing. And he be like, oh yeah, right there, use that again. And just go from there. So, you know, I just like to just explore. You feel me? I like to explore and just learn new sounds, just make magic. You feel me? For real. Just make magic, bro.
And then for Cheba, like something I noticed very much about your lyrics, and obviously you got the storytelling, you got the lyricism. I don't want to classify it like boom bap because you bring so much more to the table, but like definitely in those just rapidy rap, you know, songs, your reference and your metaphor game is ridiculous. Like I think when I was counting earlier, just in that what's the intro song, Sir Kensington, like you reference like maybe like 7-8 things, and it's all just like 90 references. I think you said Uncle Jesse got a strap. I'm like, yo. So like talk to me a little bit about just your lyricism and your stories that you tell, because you did mention that, you know, God and the situations that you go through. So just talk a little bit about that.
Oh, yo, bro, don't lie to you. Sometimes I'm just be speaking how I feel. So it's like whatever, you know, say Jesse gripping on the handle, you know what I'm saying? Like I get that, like, you know what I'm saying? These are just things I grew up on. So I feel like, you know, hip hop is still hip hop, and hip hop came from a different era, not this era. So, you know what I'm saying? I still use my young mind, old self, you know what I'm saying, to really drop lyrics. I don't really think nowadays that I be thinking so much. I just be like, this is how I feel today. This is what I'm gonna say. Like, this is my reference to what I feel could fit in this bar. Like, you know, you ask Dane, this time I'm just sitting there saying a million different things. I probably had said like maybe so much things that I should have used before, but it just takes that one like it's gonna fit. So I guess my references really just fall into what, like, in that moment, how I'm feeling or what I'm doing. Cause this time I'm just chilling with Dame and we watch something on TV, and now fuck it, I got a bar right there to say.
That's
like, you know, it's honestly just part of my days and what I was doing. Like, you know, so the pandemic was crazy, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So just sitting at home watching shit you normally used to watch, you feel like a child all over again. You know what I'm saying? And just like my bars come from my mind, from like my deepest parts of life. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? The religion shit comes from like, you know, being Catholic, but I also still believe in other things too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so everything I talk about has a reason. Sometimes my reason ain't at the moment to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that sometimes be it too. I just feel like I'm in the mind space at that moment where I'm emotional enough to write that down to make it work. So nowadays it'd be like harder for me to like tell people like, yo, why you wrote that? Like, I'm like, I don't know. You know, I was sad maybe at the moment, or I felt like I was still tough as shit at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, so nowadays my balls just follow my emotion more than anything. Like,
I feel that. So like, you know, talking about emotion and just like sonically where the album's at, I feel like this album is definitely, it hits four main pockets for sure, but it hits different pockets. And I think you could tell how the album's going to go from the first 4 songs. So the first 4 songs are Sir Kensington, which is like, you know, rap filled. And, you know, just the introduction, storytelling, but just going in. Fish Guts is more just like, I would say like it's gritty, like it stands on its own. It's gritty. Yeah. And at 18, obviously you got like the soulful stuff. And then Ride, I feel like it's more like upbeat. And then from there, I feel like it hits all these 4 pockets just like in sections. So like you'll have like 3 songs in one pocket, 3 songs in the other pocket. So my question is, how did y'all figure out the song placements or the song choices? Because I feel like it's very intentional. Maybe it wasn't, but like tell me about that.
Nah, Dave, can I say it, bro? Let me say this one.
Go ahead, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This one is hilarious because Dave was getting tight at me at one point because I done changed this shit so many times, bro. I changed it to
that's why I was 2 years.
Yeah, it's 2 years. 2 years of me changing it, bro. Bro, the album was damn near already done, bro. I was bullshitting. I didn't know how I wanted it placed originally, but I had it set up so many different ways because he kept sending me beats. So I was like, yo, I might want to do this instead of doing this. So I had to go do both songs. I had to do both songs, bro, to make sure I knew which one would fit better. Like, so Sir Kennington, bro, is a last minute song, straight up. You can ask Dame on that. Dame made that beat.
For real,
that was probably Dame's last beat.
For real, that was the last song we put on the album.
Last song on the album.
Wow, and it's the intro. That's crazy.
And it's the intro.
That was the last one.
But shout out to Jay, because Jay is the one who said it. Jay said, yo, bro, the way you told a story on that, and you a storyteller rapper, that has to go first.
Yep.
Because Jazzy and Fresh not. Yeah, Fish Guts originally was first.
Fish Guts was first for a minute.
I finally felt the fit of each song the last night before we got the album mix. So the last night before we got a mix, then the songs list came to Paul. Like me and him was in the car before we went in the studio, recorded the last song, they put everything together that same night. We didn't leave the studio till like 4 o'clock in the morning that night. We got there at 6. I left at 2 a.m. Shout out to Jay. At the last minute, and I felt the vibe for all the songs correctly at that time. So each song fit for that slot each time. We knew we needed 18 to go third. We know we needed that. For us, that was just a normal thing. We knew that we needed 18 to go third. Yeah. If it could have been 18 first, I would have kept 18 first. But I didn't want that type of album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted it still to be, I'm New York 100%, but I still make love music on the side. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and people would say 18 probably my hardest song on that album. And I think 18 is number, you know what I'm saying? The third song was a perfect fit for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then we got other shit lined up. Jazzy and Fresh Prince hit number 8. Then you had Shameless with me and Ralph for number 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, just everything lined out. Yeah. I think perfect at that moment when we was just sitting there. Like, fuck it. This is I'm not stressing it no more. Put it in this order. Throw it out. Boom.
Yeah. We didn't want to have no album just all over the place. Like, you know what I mean? Just all, like everybody knows when they hear an album, we expect a flow. We want to be, because I don't know, our minds is like, if we go smoothly throughout, the album is like complete in a sense.
This album only 30 minutes, bro.
30 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and what's crazy is like it's a 33-minute album, right? So the crazy part is, I want to know, out of 16 songs, 33 minutes.
Exactly.
How many songs didn't make the album? That's really what I want to know.
Oh boy. Think we got like
I say like maybe 20.
We got a lot.
I say like maybe 20, maybe a little more than that. A lot. Like, because no lie to you, we have songs we haven't even recorded yet. But we have songs that should have been recorded a minute ago, bro. So, yeah, that could have slapped even harder if we wanted. But we wanted a different type of album. You know what I'm saying? We both, Dame heard my vision, and then Dame agreed. Like, that's what you want. This is what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So agreed. Each song, 16 songs, 33 minutes, never been done. Nobody has dropped an album that's 33 minutes, 16 songs. I squeezed in so much shit, I could have still squeezed in. I wanted to be 21 songs originally. I didn't give people 21 songs. I said, nah, fuck that. I can't do that. That's too many songs. People are gonna get bored. You know, nowadays we got short attention spans, bro. Like,
it's fact.
Perfect balance.
That's
all right, so we talked about the length of the album. And obviously Fly Baby Fly, like, it's a great project. Where'd you get the cover art from?
To be honest with you, it was shout out to Pooh. Pooh designed the album cover originally for me. She does like little stick animation shits, and Tora is her cousin, so Tora was my roommate. So Tora told me to hit her up. So she hit her up. She told me, she was like, yo, she make a little animation shits and little stick figure shits. So if you want that, like, you know, go to her. So I went to Pooh. Pooh designed the album cover, but then I went to another girl to go do the animation for it to make it move.
Yeah.
So
right.
Yeah, that's cool. Her name is Steph. Steph did that for me. That was a friend of Kate. Kate put me on. So Kate told me to hit up Steph. So I hit up Steph, and then she does the animation, and I paid her for that. So we added that whole thing together. She designed. Steph do shit for like thrashing and shit like that. So, you know, hit her up too. I will tag her name eventually, and I'll tag Pooh too if y'all ever need a good album cover, because they both great. And if you realize it was two, you know, great women who did the job for me. So, you know what I'm saying? We kept it.
So we talked a little about y'all just like own styles and like what y'all bring, and obviously like what y'all bring together to the table. I want to know, and probably like your fans want to know, like, who are y'all inspirations?
I'll name you my top 5 right now producers in order. It's Pharrell, Kanye, Timbaland, Swiss Dre.
Okay.
You feel me?
All goats.
Exactly. You feel me?
I can't nowadays. I don't really care for artists nowadays. I don't listen to music like that nowadays. I'll be real. I be trying to cut back on it nowadays. I don't really. It's not for me no more. Like music, I enjoy making my own shit. When me on the train, I like instrumentals. Like nowadays, I listen to instrumentals. Dame send me beats, I listen to that most of the day. I barely have time to even listen to music now. So when I'm on the train, I'm reading a book. So you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel that. I feel that.
I'm reading
what you reading right now?
Right now, I'm reading, what are we reading right now, Dame? Frank Lucas, yeah.
Okay.
And funny,
American Gangster.
I'm reading Raekwon's book by Ant, because Ant let me borrow that. For real.
You know what I'm saying? We switch books, bro. We switch books. Right now, my inspiration is, listen to this, my cousin's probably one of the real artists I listen to the most of the time, straight up. Shout out to Rel, you know what I'm saying? Rel is like one of my favorite artists. That's personally who I always listen to most of the time. He knows what's up already, so you know I'm showing him his flowers too. But I don't really listen to many people now. I show love when love is due, but now it's just myself. Like,
nah, I feel that. Like, definitely. I mean, you put in time into the craft, and if you listen to yourself, like, you're a good artist. So it's not like you doing anything wrong. How, like, you say you listen to instrumentals on the train, like. How many beats do you be sending out? Like, if you in like a 3-day span?
It really depends on what mood I'm in. But if I'm on fire, I'm sending in like 5,
That's
6
crazy
on a great day. Like, hey, yo, bro,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I'll let him choose out of them which one he like the most. You let me know out of the 6, he might like 3 OD, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then, like, you know what I mean? And then out them 3, maybe that one might be on the album. You feel me? That's how that like the prices always just, like I said, we just sit next to each other and just be like, all right, make a beat, I'm using it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, in 3 days.
I think those be the hardest ones we do though. I mean, I feel like those be the hardest ones. When we next to each other, he make them shits right on the spot. Real shit. Realistically, I've seen him make more beats than me sitting next to him sometimes. Like, yo, we sitting there, we just zoning, bro. We smack, we smoking, we chilling, we vibing. We watching something on the TV. No funny shit. Maybe some old comedy, some shit like that. They ain't got the crazy DVD collection, so you know, we just be watching shit. Watching Notorious B.I.G. Now he's over here making a beat. You know, he gets some inspiration from what he's seen on the TV. Just us being in the room, bro. It really sometimes I've done seen him make like 8 beats in one night. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, when he was upstate New York, when he was in his crib upstate, he was over here making like 8, like it was nothing. There's something. Let me tell you, he humble right now because he ain't talk about the ones he didn't record that I still want, like that we haven't recorded, but he just did that shit on the spot. And I'm like, bro, why you didn't record that? Like, that's what I wanted, bro. Like, why you didn't record that? Like, so this time, I'm like, yo, you got this. Come on, bro. Like, you can't save those. Like,
that's funny as hell. Nah, that's true though.
That's the deluxe. That's for the deluxe.
He being humble. That's the deluxe. That's the deluxe. The deluxe is coming soon, man. We got a plan. So,
like I said, we have so many songs that we didn't pick. Like it was really so hard to really get the list right.
My mind is so lost in a lot of shit we have done. Everything recorded. You know, there's a lot of things recorded and there's some shit that's not recorded. So Dame a rapper too. You know, Dame a rapper himself. He got an album on himself.
I'm hip.
You know, his album is clean butter. His album, to be honest with you, I always tell him his album better than mine. His album it fits Dame so well too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just fit Dame. Dame is a great producer / rapper. Like, that's what it is.
What I'm going for.
He going for
it. I'm just trying to show me, you know what I mean? Because like I said, if you believe in yourself and you know for a fact that you can do it, hey, yo, just do it. You feel me? Like, that's me. Because like, and I just always want to produce an album though. I always want to do that though, like for real.
He did it. He definitely did it.
And did well. They both did well. They both did really well. It's a good project. It's a great project. And it just touches so many pockets. Like, that's my favorite part about it. Like, I know I told you Cheba and that my favorite one originally was 18, but obviously, like, you know, since I said we was gonna do this, I've been listening to it like, you know, a couple times a day. I don't think it's 18 anymore, bro. I think it might be The Office.
Yo,
I really like son, yo, the energy that you put into singing, like, I felt it. I was like, that's tough. And like we talked about, like, your voice deep as hell, bro. Let's be real. You got a deep ass voice. And just like the way you able to hit the notes on that, I'm just like, nice.
Yo, bro, I went through a bad day, bro. And I went to the studio the next morning with Dame, and we made that song.
Like you said, we both really went through like the same thing
in our own lives
at the same time. And it was just
same
like, damn.
Day, bro.
And it was like, damn. And we both was just going through it. And we just made a beat. And then, like I said, he just had the emotion in it. And I told him, I told you, bro. I said, the Office. I said, yo, once we made that, I said, we millionaires. We up from there. The Office is it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna do promotion on that. I'll tell you that now, man. The Office is probably one of the greatest songs on my album. But to me, I still think Retrograde better than every song on my album. Like, retrograde had my hardest thing to say. I feel like my soul was retrograde. Like
sometimes it's not always about what you say, but how you say it.
It's how you say it. Yeah.
So that goes into my question. What's the best song or your favorite song on the album?
Retrograde.
Retrograde,
my hardest song to me. Yeah, I just think the way I just spit some magical shit that night. Like I just felt like, this is getting cooked up hard today. Like, yeah. I was so hyped when I wrote it, and when I speak that shit, like, I'm like, damn, like, I told Dave, I said, yo, bro, I need that beat tonight.
And to tell you that, Sir Kissington was the last song on the album.
Originally.
But Retrograde was the last beat I made to put on the album. So that was my newest beat, really.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I understand why Ant, because for Ant, it felt like, it shows how nice
favorite song. It's my favorite song, man. To me, I listen to that song 20 times a day.
Yeah, that's why I believe like it's your favorite.
I listen to that shit at least 20 times a day, bro. At least.
Mm-hmm. My favorite is Athena Spa because that the beat, that blend song is because like for me, Spectacular. The first beat, to me, I felt like that beat was perfect. Like it came out how I exactly wanted it to. You feel me? You know, because the beats I make, they come out nice and smooth, but the way I wanted the beat to go out, like every sound was just like yes to me. So I feel like Athena Spy is my favorite. Yeah, the whole album is fire. Like
I agree. So my last question for y'all: what's next? What's on the way? What can the fans expect?
Hey, I got you, bro. I got you, dude.
Go ahead, bro.
First of all, we were supposed to shoot a video for fucking for Scary like 3 weeks ago. But something happened. So Retrograde is coming very, very soon. That I'll tell you that. Retrograde, the video's coming really soon. We already paid for it, so I just got to shoot it. That's what it is, really.
We ready?
Yeah, we ready. You know, people gonna be ready for that. And I'll give you the name of my next piece. I'll give you the name of my next project coming up. Dane producing that too again. So
of course.
For the next project's name, it's called Devil's Tears. So it's not an album. It's gonna be a mixtape. So if you never heard the saga of my saga already, like I had a saga. So the saga was God's Laughter was my first piece of work. You know what I'm saying? Rel's on that too. You know what I'm saying? My second piece of work is Angels Dancing. That's all on SoundCloud. Y'all can look me up on SoundCloud too. And my third piece of work now would have to be the last of my saga would be Devil's Tears. So, you know, that was, people say like, I like religion shit. So, obviously you hear God's Laughter, Angels Dancing, now is Devil's Tears. So that's the last piece. But the Devil Tears shit, I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to be really short. 6-song project. Usually I'll give you like 8 songs, 7 songs, but this one I feel like I don't want to give too much because I want to do another album after, Devil's Tears. So
obviously, as you should.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But my next album's name, I don't have a name yet. But it would probably be some funny shit. Just get ready for that. Next one will probably be super, super funny. It's gonna be more, I think, more skits. More like how I usually, if you go back to my saga from God's Laughter, Angel Dancing, you'll hear all my skits originally that got me really to like, made me rap. Like people like, yo, you funny as hell on your songs. So, I put skits on my shits originally. This one I didn't put any skits. Like I put my pops on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That, that was a funny day. So, I felt that it was funny enough to put on my album. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my pops, I guess. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do for that. And, the next piece of work, it's going to come sooner than your motherfuckers think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already have a date and everything for it. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so you already have a date. Yeah, I already have a date. I already have the songs, then it is. So, you know what I'm saying? We already got songs already written out. So now we're just putting the shit together again, finding the order again, finding what people going to like and what's going to sell for that last piece of work. So, like I said, man, Fly Baby Fly is out now. Y'all can enjoy that.
Right? Fly Baby Fly is out.
Fly Baby Fly is out now. It's a beautiful piece of work. Enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love it. You know what I'm saying? Make love to it. Do what you got to do, man. There's some good shit on there, man. You know what I'm saying? We got some shit coming for next year. 2023 gonna be a very righteous, successful year.
Yes, sir. 2023 gonna be magical for y'all.
Yeah, magical. The videos, the visuals, and everything that we already got designed in our heads. It's ridiculous. Like it's gonna be scary. Me and Dane got Jazzy and Fresh Prince. The video come for that too. So
please. We definitely need that. We definitely need that.
I think I heard something coming from the grapevines. Little shorty bag grabbed a fish by the waistline.
Waistline. Ooh.
Come on, like